Okay, let's have a look at what our missions are. Talk to Noel about the quarters. Talk to Sergeant Yumi and visit the London landmark on Earth. And we've got to talk to Sarah as well. So I think what we'll do first is we'll have a chat with the members that are currently here. So I think, yeah, you're Noel, aren't you?
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noelle. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us.
How long have you been working on this?
Well, Constellation's been around forever, more than 50 years now. But we only became aware of the artifacts recently. Barrett discovered the first one about 2 years ago, right under our noses. And he was the one who got this all in motion. It's a shame he isn't here to see this.
2 years ago? It's not too bad. The vision I saw, what do you think it was?
Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something. An energy surge, some other phenomenon.
That kind of makes sense. So I'm guessing Barrett saw the same thing too. He seems to be the only one who has shared the experience as well.
He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't.
This wasn't random sapnized firing, it means something. So there's a reasonable explanation. I think that one. What I saw and heard, it wasn't coming from me.
Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. That's okay.
That makes sense.
Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right?
Indeed. Intrigued to watch? Nice. I was wondering about other types of exploration work besides the artifacts.
Of course. There's plenty of planets out there that no one has ever set foot on, and everything we learn about them is valuable. We have a board where we post anything specific we're looking for. A type of alien flora or fauna, or a planet with a specific quality, like if it's primed to have life but doesn't yet.
Check out the Constellation Missions board. Ooh. You seem to know a lot about these artifacts.
Oh gosh, no, I mean that's flattering, but really, we're making this up as we go.
Nice.
Until you arrived, we only had the two, and the vaguest sense that there was something more at work. There's still so much we don't know, and that means a lot of work ahead of us. Everything all right?
Let me know how I can help you learn more.
Well, right now nothing's off the table. Metallurgical analysis, chemical composition. I'm looking at everything. One thing I'm really trying to improve is my overall database of xenobiology. I don't know if it will help in this case, but the more we know about, well, everything, the better off we are, right?
Yeah, makes sense.
If you're going to be out there looking for more artifacts, you're bound to come across some interesting specimens. Anything organic, I'd be happy to take it off your hands.
Oh, so you're like the vendor for that stuff. How would organic resources help with learning about the artifacts though? Like they're metal not organic?
I can't be certain that they will, but more data points are always a good thing. I don't want to rule out anything that could provide a breakthrough. And if it sweetens the deal, I can pay. Pretty well, too. Walter's pockets may not be bottomless, but they are pretty deep.
I am definitely taking advantage of that if someone around here has, you know, got a lot of money. Got some organic resources for you.
Great, let's see what you have.
Well, how much do you sell this for? So, the weird resources. I think think I'm going to keep hold of them now just because they are resources. Sarah said something about a place for me to stay.
Planning on sticking around then? Good. I think we can find a spot for you. And along the way, I can give you the very abbreviated tour.
Sounds good to me.
So you've seen the library, obviously. Walter is quite proud of the collection, but Mateo has made more than a few contributions. Gardens are out the doors there, if you need a moment of quiet contemplation. Emphasis on the quiet part, at least usually. Let's head upstairs. Sebastian Banks, Constellation's founder, had this place built decades ago. It was a big to-do at the time, but most people in the city have forgotten we're here.
I am at your service, Captain.
Hi there, Vasco. This is a beautiful, like, building. Like, I love the sort of, like, wooden paneling and stuff that goes back to, like... I'd almost call this, like, you know... in the 1900s sort of style. You know? Oh, wow, there's like, have you even got a bar up here? Nice.
So this is the bar. Usually no tender, so help yourself. Within reason, of course.
Oh, sweet.
Now let's see.
Let's get drunk.
You're in luck. We were almost at max occupancy already, but there's still one room up for grabs. It's been nice having the place so full.
I see we've got like artwork of the constellation colors. You move so fast. This is like the TARDIS. Like the place looked so small on the outside.
Common room on one side, so that'll be quiet, and Mateo on the other side, so maybe a little less quiet. I'm sure Sarah has something planned for each of us, so I'd better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting too long. Enjoy.
Thanks for the tour, Noel. Do you have anything
Ever
else?
since I got here?
No.
Stay safe, okay?
No. So I'm guessing this is Mateo's room. Let's go in our room. Oh, nice. We've got a fancy bed. Tablet, pen, Moby Dick. Fool me Ishmael some years ago. Never mind how long precisely. Having little or no money in my purse, and nothing particular to interest me on shore. I thought I would sail about a little and see the watery part of the world. And so continues Melville's classic tale of revenge and obsession, for a total of 341 pages. That's just a few pages. Exotic bottle. Is that another book? I think that is another book. Nicholas Nickleby. What a name. Chapter 1 introduces all the rest. There once lived in a sequestered part of the county of Devonshire one Mr. Godfrey Nickleby, a worthy gentleman who taken into his head rather late in life that he must get married and not be young enough or rich enough to aspire to the hand of a lady of fortune. He wielded an old flame out of mere attachment, who in turn had taken him for the same reason. Thus two people who cannot afford to play cards for money sometimes sit down to a quiet game for love. Charles Dickens' third novel is a tale of a young man who struggles to support his family after his father inadvertently plunges them all into poverty, then dies. Wow. It's like, just wow. We get the chronomark case as well. Oh, we got a storage. Cocktail. Chardonnay. Obviously nothing in storage yet. Oh, we've got a place to store all our succulents as well. Whoa, we just picked up that case. Okay. Is that a miss? Is that a miss? Because I don't want to drop. Oh, it's going to take a little while. It's going to take a little while to Oh. No. How do you pick up things? I swear it was E. You know what? We'll keep it in our inventory. Good job, this place is... Okay. I've scuffed the floor already. Okay. I could have swore it was E to pick up stuff. Didn't she say there's like a common room somewhere? Oh, it's like the boardroom. Ah, I got it. Display projector? What is that? Is there books in here? No. So it's like a boardroom there. Wonder if there's one of the Frontier. That almost looks like it. We did pass a shit ton of rooms. I'm guessing these are all... Oh. Like a storage room? Whose room is this? You know what? Let's not go in random people's rooms. Whoa. I'm guessing this is Noel's room. Yep, same door. He's got two doors. What's someone else's room that we don't know of yet? Ooh. Found a bathroom. I'm guessing these are all just... I am guessing these are all just bedrooms. What's this? Oh, someone's bedroom just comes straight out onto the balcony.
Some people love that kind of space.
And again. That must be Sarah's, like, one of the desk in. And did we go in this one? Oh, it's just a storage closet. And then our room's there, okay. Wonder if there's any notes or anything like that about. Moby Dick. That'd be cool if you could play that as well. I don't think you can. So, the gardens. Ooh, a sandwich. What the hell is this plant? Well, these places are wild.
Still glad you joined Constellation, Noel.
It's a dream come true, Sarah. You know that.
Oh, what's
I'm
this?
glad to hear it. You
Vostok.
could have done just about anything.
I should
So
know that.
It's important to me that you
Fancy
feel
compass?
valued here.
There are days that are tough, sure. But if I weren't here, I wouldn't
Take
even
note.
know about all the incredible
Everyone
things
here
that
is
was
worth
coming.
learning from. Yes, even the kid.
Right. Let's speak to this guy. See what his beef is.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line.
Damn straight. I've been called worse. I've been called a Dusty, so I guess.
Goodbye.
Whoa.
Well, I suppose calling
I've been called worse.
still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So,
This time.
let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard.
glad to be here.
By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing.
I haven't actually seen
You
that
can
yet.
even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need.
Interesting. Craft or modify an item. What kind of company is Stroud Oakland?
We're most well known for ship manufacturing.
Complete a research
No
project.
expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days.
You think the vision I had means anything?
Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as...
Yeah, I get that, fluffy bags.
hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you?
No, not at all. Yeah, the little pop-ups telling you the door is a door can get a bit annoying. I mean, have I seen anything like this before?
This? Or anything else? You'll have to forgive me. I don't know you as well as the others here. If you weren't so new to the group, I might already know the answer.
Never seen anything like that in my life. I really haven't.
Yes, I imagined as much. Barrett expressed something similar, in his own unique way. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Frankly,
For sure.
This is the most exciting thing that's happened in years.
What's your role in Constellation then?
Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use.
I mean,
don't
fair.
pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here.
I just love that. I'm the wallet, and he knows it, which is fantastic. This isn't where I'd expect to find a CEO, though. I would expect them to find in, their headquarters,
Funny thing about companies, you build one sturdy enough, it doesn't need you there all the time to prop it up. Stroud Eklund functions quite well on a day-to-day basis, leaving me time to devote to more esoteric pursuits. For years, I was captivated by the writings of Constellation's founder, Sebastian Banks. I finally decided to do something more than admire from a distance, and so now I call the Lodge home, as much as anywhere else.
Thanks for speaking to me.
Remember, you're representing all of us out there.
That fire.
Well, Cartry, pilfered any priceless antiquities lately?
Very funny, Walter. You know Constellation's been keeping me busy.
Right, sure. You're telling me you haven't been on the lookout at all?
If you must know, there's rumors of an 18th century English translation of the Bhagavad Gita that I was following up on.
Maybe this one will turn out better than the last time, huh?
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? Are you doing okay? I'm not sure anyone really asked yet. Don't want you to think we're focused on the artifacts and nothing else. You matter too. You've done something really significant bringing that artifact here. I'm Mateo, theological scholar by trade, but now, well, an explorer like you. It's really good to have you with us.
I just want to know about your hat. Like, you know, like, is anybody else wondering about his hat? What brought you to Constellation then?
Well, there was some overlap in interests. I'd spent years searching for religious relics from human history. I had made a really incredible discovery, only to lose it to a greedy corporation. So I tried to steal it back. In the process, I met Walter. Turned out he owned the corporation. After a long talk, we realized we had a lot in common, and I was invited to join Constellation.
Oh wow! So you tried to steal from Walter, and then okay, interesting story. What do you make of the vision I saw?
I'm not gonna lie, I really wish I could have seen this for myself. It's hard to judge otherwise. Both you and Barrett saw something. I don't think that's a coincidence. Did it feel like it was trying to tell you something? I don't want to necessarily use the words divine revelation, but you know, if the label fits.
I guess. You think it was a religious experience then?
Not necessarily, no, but it does kind of have the hallmarks of one, doesn't it?
I
I'm
guess.
certainly not going to rule it out just yet.
If it meant something, I really didn't understand it.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe you weren't supposed to. Maybe it'll make sense later. We're
I
gonna get
really
to the
hope
bottom
so.
of this. We just need more data, which means more artifacts.
These artifacts all came out of caves.
Second one was on Kazal, buried the same as the one you found.
But the first one, right under our noses for years, sitting in storage, masquerading as an oversized paperweight. Can you imagine potentially the greatest discovery in human history collecting dust?
Oh, nice talking to you, Mateo.
Take care of yourself.
I will try.
I hope you are satisfied with the quarters available to you,
Very.
Captain. Now that you are a member of Constellation, I am at your service. No additional protocols necessary. Also, given the likelihood that you will be out in unsettled space, it might be beneficial to go over exploration outpost development, in case you ever need to build a base for field research.
Start an outpost on a planet. So he's got ornithonic fusion, shield systems, and EM weapon systems. How long have you been part of Constellation then?
I arrived along with many material goods purchased by the group's previous chair, Malcolm Livingstone. Despite several significant system replacements and upgrades, I have been online for 43 years.
Jesus. Do you miss Barrett?
My primary function has been to support and protect Barrett during his travels. I am currently unable to do so. That is as capable as I can be of missing anyone. I believe Barrett would find
fair.
your question amusing.
Now your job is to support and protect me, I guess.
As per Protocol Indigo, which Barrett invoked on Vectera, your identity has been successfully added to the list of humans considered essential and/or valuable. There is no cause for concern, Captain. I am and will remain at your service.
Nice. Can you make it? I hope so. I'm nearly out. I'm nearly out of tea. Could use you on my crew, Vasco.
Captain Tom, I will proceed to my assigned post.
Oh wow. Manage your crew, review and change their assignments between your ships and outposts. Different crew have different skills which will enhance your ships or outposts. There's 2 slots on the ship. So he's unassigned and he's in the lodge. Nice. We'll talk about...
Captain Tom, I have been idling and awaiting my next order for some time now.
We'll leave outpost development for a while because I want to get a bit further into the story. Let's get you assigned somewhere. You mind if I ask you some personal questions?
You may. I will do my best to provide satisfactory answers.
See if he says anything else. What's your read on Barrett?
It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one.
Did Barrett make you?
No. I was manufactured by a machine. However, Barrett has modified my programming substantially. I have advanced linguistic capability and navigational skills. I warned him that I would require an extra millisecond to process information with his modifications. But he did not
An extra
seem to
millisecond?
mind.
Okay.
Apparently, my capacity for conversation makes me a more entertaining travel companion.
I get that. You have any idea what his story is?
Barrett has not shared many personal details with me. He finds me a poor conversation partner, despite repeated attempts on his part. I do not understand the concept of gossip.
Interesting. Interesting. Oh. Have you been two been traveling together for long?
My internal clock tells me that it has been years since Barrett and I began traveling together. I have traveled much of the settled systems in his company.
He knows he almost got me killed, right?
I have only seen Barrett kill his enemies. If you do not number among
Lancer.
them, I surmise it was accidental. What you are suffering from is likely a bad first impression. I suggest consulting Barrett on the issue at once. Barrett tells me a bad first impression is the hardest thing to break.
That's true.
I believe that is because he has never tried to break a diamond.
He does seem quite a character, though.
Based on my understanding of Barrett, I believe he would be flattered by that assessment.
Nice. I'd like to know more about what makes you tick.
My programming dictates that I must answer any question.
How much do you know about humans?
Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you?
Oh my lord, you've got so much.
Travel safely.
I think
Captain Tom,
we could actually
hello again. Let me know
be
if
speaking
I can
to
be of assistance in the future.
I just feel like we could speaking to him for forever.
It's
So
been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full time.
Yeah?
so yeah, I think we've got to speak to Sarah, haven't we? Talk to Sarah. We've got a bunch of activities. Start an outpost on the planet, complete a research project, craft or modify an item, check out the Constellation mission board. Where's that? Constellation mission board. Is there a downstairs?